Dustin Johnson on his bizarre injury that prevented him from competing in the 2017 Masters. I'd have 2 green jackets. This year, at the Masters, one of 4 events where all of the world's best golfers gather since the industry broke apart when LIV began robbing the PGA Tour. LIV Golf and the PGA Tour will clash for the first time in 2 weeks. Dustin Johnson obviously sees the Masters as a unique event, but that doesn't mean he doesn't see the golfers who are still playing on the PGA Tour, even though he accepted the generational money Saudi Arabia offered to join LIV. I believe that half of all golfers in the world reside in Jupiter, Florida, Johnson remarked on a Zoom call on Wednesday. Thus, I frequently see the guys. Johnson discussed his game, the Masters, and the upcoming LIV event, which will take place at Trump National Doral from April 5-7, while seated in a golf cart. He hopes to reach his peak the week he gets to Augusta National, just like the other 12 LIV players competing in the Masters. In terms of majors, the former world No.1 had one of his worst years in 2023. Johnson's best U.S. Open finish was T10. In contrast, he missed the cut at the British Open, tied for 55th at the PGA Championship, and tied for 48th at the Masters. Johnson had his lowest career score and finish at Augusta last year. The 39-year-old is increasing his workload this year in part because of this. Johnson stated, "I just wasn't pleased with my results. The most important thing, in my opinion, is to put in the work. I simply wasn't satisfied with my performance." Although he has one LIV victory this season, winning the event in Las Vegas in February, it remains to be seen how much of that is paying off. One of Johnson's 2 major championships and only Masters victory came from his demolition of Augusta National in 2020, when the tournament was shifted to the fall due to COVID-19. Johnson shot a 20 under par score. The lowest Masters score during the Azalea Bloom, held by Tiger Woods and Jordan Spieth, is 18 under. Johnson joined LIV 21 months ago, and that victory also happens to be his final one on the PGA Tour. If Johnson's game is getting close to that level now, the question was posed. He remarked, "I think that's where the game is going. Am I in the right place? It would probably be difficult to play as well as I did that week. But can I play well enough now to be able to enjoy a week like that?" Indeed, Johnson continues to look back to 2017, the year he was at the height of his career, when he was forced to withdraw due to a freak injury he sustained the day before the Masters began, breaking his lower back in a fall at his rental home. Before the Masters that year, Johnson had won his previous 3 starts. When asked what might have happened, Johnson responded, "I'd have 2 green jackets." Johnson is one of 6 golfers who are exempt from all majors and one of 12 LIV players who are still eligible to compete in the Masters. Joaquin Niemann was invited to the Masters this year, becoming the 13th LIV golfer to do so after competing in events in Australia and Dubai. Rather than moaning about the unfair treatment of LIV golfers in the world rankings, Niemann took action and played to earn that invitation. He earned the invitation after winning the Australian Open and finishing in T4 at the Dubai Desert Classic. Johnson claimed that he's played events other than LIV events to try to get his world ranking up. He has acted in the proper manner, and he did a good job during those occasions. Next weekend, all 13 of the LIV golfers who qualified for the Masters will be honing their skills on the Blue Monster. "We're having a big week," Johnson remarked. "A lot of guys, especially the ones you know are playing at Augusta the next week, are going to be out there grinding and working hard."